All right, here's your step-by-step video of how to put together this project. So first of all, on this front slide, you're going to put your name in here. And then you're going to decorate it for me. So I'm going to go over here and be like, okay, house images. And then just pick like ones that you think are cute. I don't know. This is pretty cool. I don't know. So go pick some images and make this look pretty. You get what I'm saying here. Actually, I'm going to trade this one out, put this in the middle. Okay, so decorate this first slide. Make sure your name's on it. You may even want to put like what period number you are. Okay. All right, so first slide, put some decorations on there or put your picture, etc. Now, next one, shopping for a home. Before we go into your actual numbers, I want you just to get a feel for areas. So for example, if you're thinking of looking in Oceanside, it says to find an average home in Oceanside. So you're going to click on this link to realtor.com and you're going to put in Oceanside. And it's going to pull up all these different homes in Oceanside. So you can sort over here by price, where it's going to give us minimum to maximum. And, you know, I want to see what a typical 3 or 4 bedroom. So if you see on the slide right here, it says an average 3 to 4 bedroom. So I'm going to go up here to beds and make it a 4-bedroom house. In Oceanside, I'm just going to look at these. $699, $739, $859. They're in the 600 to 800 range. Ooh, here's like some really expensive ones. So just a typical 4-bedroom in Oceanside. I don't know. I'm just going to pick this guy right here. $6 million on Sunnyside Avenue. Jeez. All right, then once you pick a home, you're going to screenshot this for me. So this link, Control C, is going to go in here, or you could even put it in the speaker notes down here. And then I want a picture of this screen. So Control Shift. I want this whole thing. Screenshot it. And paste it onto the slide. And you can make it more rectangular if you want to. Okay, so the point is that you are going to delete what's already in here, and you are going to paste in the link and paste in the screenshot of the home you choose. It's going to be a different home than what I choose. And then this is for the average 4-bedroom in Oceanside slide. Now going to the second slide. This is shopping for a home, the least expensive type of residence in Oceanside that is not a mobile home, not a manufactured home. So here I go back into realtor.com. I'm in Oceanside. I'm going to take out the 4-bedroom. and I'm just going to search, and it's going to come up lowest to highest. See how these two that are right here are actually manufactured homes. They look like trailers almost that are on little stands. So these are what a manufactured home look like. This one over here is an actual house. Looks like maybe a condo or a townhome, like maybe an attached house, but this one is the first real house that pops up. So the cheapest house in Oceanside is $329. I'm going to make this more rectangular since it didn't fit last time. So again, I'm deleting out what's here. And then I'm going to paste in the link of what I found. All right, most expensive residence we can find in Oceanside. I'm scared to see what this is now. Every year we do these projects, it keeps going up, up, up. Instead of just clicking next, I'm just going to go click on the 10th. So this is a commercial property. We want a house. And I'm going to do a min price of $1 million and any price max. Well, here's an Oceanside house that's pending already, 5 bedrooms, 6.5 baths on Pacific Street for $7 million. $7,500,000 because it's right on the water. $5,900,000. I'm going to do this one on Sunnyside St. Malo Beach in Oceanside. Wow. Okay, so this is the one I'm picking. You're going to go find one of the most expensive homes in Oceanside and put it on your slide. Okay, so now that we've gotten a feel, like there's $300,000 homes in Oceanside, there's mid-price homes in the 6, 7, and 800,000s in Oceanside, and then there's these $1 million homes, 6, 7, and $8 million homes. So now let's go talk about your numbers. So before you shop, you want to see how much you can afford. So here's where we're going to insert the information from the worksheet that we did in class this week on the 28% of your gross monthly income. And we're going to enter that in the sheet. Now, how do we find that? So first of all, I need to remember which income I'm using. So if I go back to Google Classroom, did you happen to notice under classes that your old class randomly popped up from semester 1? I unarchived that class so we could go back into this career poster and go grab your career poster that you did. So this career poster said right here how much our salary was. So Ms. Sanchez would use $87,800. So I'm going to go screenshot this into my project. Okay, so annual income is $87,800. Now I gave you guys the option in class, do you want to add a spousal? So if you're adding a spousal income, you can choose 60,000, 70,000, 80,000. You can pick a number to add. So I'm going to add a spousal income of 80,000. So I'm going to make my combined income 167,800. If you're trying to qualify just on your own with 87,800, you'll notice that there's really barely anything in Oceanside you can afford. You might have to go outside of Oceanside to search, or even out of state if you're looking at a really low income career. So I'm going to add the spousal income. I'm going to use 167,000 combined income. So taking that 167, dividing it by 12, I get 13,917. And what we can afford is 28% of that. So I'm at 3896.76. Now, for the purposes of this being an explanatory video, I'm just going to show you guys these two numbers. Right over here in the corner in case you need to reference them. So if you want to go ahead and paste your Desmos work in there too, that helps me see where you got the numbers. Okay, so now I know how much I can't go over afford. Now, I need to work backwards now and see what price home do I think I can afford, and that's from the worksheet from in class. So if you go back to the worksheet that we did either on Tuesday, Monday, or if you did it in person this week, this is called worksheet number 1 or worksheet number 2. And so clicking here, let's say from the Tuesday or Wednesday class, if I go in here and I go into the practice, way on the back it said, now you do you. And I did some examples on here as well from the class, so you can go look at those. So I'm just going to paste this in here, and I'm going to do the Miss Sanchez numbers now as an example. So if my combined income is 167, then I'm looking up here. Remember how we did a scenario at 140 and they could afford $599? Well, that means at 167, I can afford more. About how much more is, kind of a guess and check kind of game. And that's why we do this work on the worksheet first to see how much we can qualify for, and then we can go up from there if necessary. So I'm thinking if we can do another 20,000 in income, that we could make this go up to maybe, 700,000. Let's try it. Let's try 700,000 as my number. So again, I'm doing this work on one of the worksheets. So I'm going to do a sales price of the home of 700,000 and see if it works. So the income I got was 13,916.67, and 28% of that was 3896.76. Okay, so let's go calculate the down payment. 0.035 of 700. And that gives me 24,500. That's my down payment. So then I'm going to go jump down here and I'm going to do my 700,000 minus that down payment, minus 24,500. And that gives me 675,500. Now I'm going to do a mortgage payment for that loan amount, 675,500. I'm asking you all to use a rate of 0.0322. If I search right now online, that's what a jumbo 30-year fixed FHA loan is going for right now. It's not like I made up that rate in my head. That's the actual rate that it's going for right now. That's your whole numerator. Now you're going to divide, get to the denominator, 1 plus the rate to the power of 316 minus 1. So I'm getting a payment of $29.28 and 71 cents. Little tiny baby formula in there. Okay, now monthly taxes. This is going to be based on your sales price. Again, the number you picked as your educated guess of what you think you want to qualify for. So where does the 0.0125 come from? That number is the California tax rate. So California taxes are 1.25% of your sales price. If you go to a different state, you're going to have to look up that tax rate. So this comes out to $87.50. But that's your annual number. So you need to take that $87.50 and you need to divide it by 12 to get your monthly taxes. So I'm getting $729.17. That's my monthly taxes. Then for homeowners insurance, I'm asking everybody to use around 110 monthly, because what's going to happen in real life is you're going to shop around for a quote and you're going to get quoted anywhere from 80 to 150 a month. So let's just use a middle number. If you're choosing a really low priced home, you could make it 80 a month. If you're choosing a really high priced home, you might want to make it 150. HOA dues are only if your property has them. So if I go in here to the property that I picked and I scroll down to the monthly payment, I'm going to look to see if there's any HOA dues. See how this one right here has 139 HOA dues. That means that there's a monthly housing association that I have to pay $139 a month to. So going back in here, I don't know if I'm going to have HOA dues yet until I pick a property. So for right now, I'm going to say none. Now I'm going to add up these three numbers to make my housing expense, and I'm going to see if I truly can afford, is this monthly payment going to be less than what I can afford? So let's go test it out. $29.28 and 71 cents plus $729 and 17 cents plus 110 that we're all using. This comes to $37.67 and 88 cents. So now I go look, is this payment down here under what I can afford? Yay, it is. $38.96 is what I can afford. $37 is where I'm at. Well, that technically means I could go up a little bit. I could actually take a sales price of $700 and maybe push it to like $715. Now, using this worksheet, I have a ballpark. I know I can go maybe $700, maybe $705, etc. So now I go to realtor.com and I put in my max, what I think I can go for. So this time for the price in Oceanside, I'm going to go ahead and give it a max of $715 and see what I find in this max. Now, you can also put parameters in here, like I only want houses, not condos or townhomes if you want. You can also look not in Oceanside. You can look in Temecula, Murrieta for cheaper priced houses. You can look in Coachella or Fresno or Bakersfield. You can look in Sacramento because that's where you're planning to move. You can look in Arizona if you're planning to move to Arizona someday, or Texas. So it's up to you where you pick, where you're going to decide. So let's see what came up, and I'm literally going to pick the house I like. Here's a 3-bedroom. Oh, by the way, I want a 4-bedroom. So let's see if there's any 4 bedrooms in my price range. All right, here's the 4 bedrooms that are in my price range. Ooh, I like this one because it has a big driveway and like RV parking. This one's cute, looks kind of new. Coronado Drive in Oceanside. Ooh, this has like a nice big front lot, but it needs some landscaping, but it's got a 3-car garage. Ooh, I like the look of this one. Well, I kind of want one with a pool. Let me go back and filter and add in pool and see if any have a pool. And these are my choices. So I'm going to end up going with this Normount one. Actually, I'm going back. I'm going on the Jamboree one. This one is a 1,600 square foot house. This one is a 2,300 square foot house. And this one is a 1,900. Yep, I'm definitely going that one, I think, over the other one. Ooh, Temecula. Do you see what you could afford in Temecula? Keep in mind you can go outside if you need to. Okay, let's go look at this third choice. There's the bell. That means you guys are coming. So I'm going to go ahead and pick the first Normount one. And then now that you've picked a house, that's when you go do the rest of the project on that house, on the specific numbers from that house. So this has a sales price of $599. Even though I can afford a lot more, I'm picking a house that I like within my price range. It does not have to be at the max of what you can afford. So my actual home that I'm picking is going to be this house off realtor.com. You're then going to delete out all this other information and you're going to copy and paste the link in of that house for me. Okay, then how do I do the rest of these slides? You then go calculate all this stuff using a 30-year fixed rate of 3.22 from the worksheet. You calculate this Desmos work, copy and paste it in from Desmos, and then you are going to go ahead and do this last slide using the front end ratio of your actual payment and the points calculation from the worksheet. But I have to go back to the worksheet now and change everything because, hang on, where did mine go? Because I'm not choosing a $700,000 house. I'm choosing a $599 house instead. So now I'm going to go do all these numbers again, changing them to the $599 sales price. Does that make sense? If it's confusing, come see me in office hours and we can finish it, okay?